boundaries will be tested even more than you can ever imagine. This is a time on your planet where boundaries are going to be tested, and those who put boundaries in place will be the strongest and will be able to move forward. If you do not place boundaries in place, you do not grow yourself. This is only part of what is to come. And this is just part of expanding, exercising that muscle of boundary for yourself. You are a good person. We know this. We can see. We can see all your records and your data. We are aware of who you are and where you have come from. If you were not to put the boundary in place, you will forsake yourself in your own needs. This may have been something that you may have done in the past. By placing boundaries may be unfamiliar and uncomfortable, but we are aware of this. It is important. As the human individual has to grow and stretch themselves, you may have to put more boundaries, not just yourself, but others who hear this too. Boundaries are to say that you value your self-worth. There is no point in moving forward in life if you do not value your self-worth. You become the doormat, as we say. We have heard this before. People are not there and meant to be there to wipe their feet upon you and to move forward for themselves. We are not saying that this individual would have done this to you in this particular case. We are saying this as a whole to mankind. If you keep your values low and your self-worth low and allow people to treat you in a certain way, and again, this is open to every human on the planet that hears this, you do not raise the conscious frequency on your planet. It is important to put yourself first at this particular time. It is needed. This is not to say that then you walk past somebody on the street who needs something of some sort, whether food or warmth or whatever their needs must be, as you've become on their pathway because of that reason to help them to understand. This happened to Anne a couple of weeks ago. She met an individual who she could help. She understood that was her journey, that was her path. There are many people that still need a hand up and assistance on your planet. But if you do not move forward yourselves, how do they know where to reach? There needs to be a platform, a ruler, like the high jump. They must see how high to travel. They must see how far to go. It is important to have these boundaries in place to save yourself as well. Not that we are saying like the sinking ship, we are not saying this at all. We are saying when we set high values, we also set that to those around us. It is important that each and every one of you are aware of your frequency that you send out to each and every one of you around you. It is important. We're aware of anyone's decision in an action that you take will have an effect upon the others, and this is so forth how it should manifest and work itself. We are best pleased to the individual that asked this question. It was of purpose and importance that you did set that boundary. You travel on this journey of your life journey with this individual. It is for them to grow themselves as well. We are not saying it is not going to hurt or feel uncomfortable. We are saying it is important that you are able to give to them and for them to receive it, however uncomfortable it may be for them. They need to look at this themselves. You have given them a valuable gift. We would say they should value that, but we understand in this particular individual case, maybe they do not have an understanding as yet, but they will later on. We thank you for the question. Okay, good question about friendships, and maybe a friendship may have come to an end, not too sure. How do you know what to do? What do you do when someone doesn't communicate with you, or a relationship may break down, a friendship with that person? Someone's just asked this question over 30 years and they're having possibly dreams about them and communicating with that individual in a sense of their mind psychologically maybe, or even energetically, who knows. So let's have a little look how they will answer that and what insight they can give into that. Okay, let's have a little look. Okay, let's see. Your energy has changed. Energy, your frequency, we shall explain. Your journey of who you are, where you were when you first met this individual person. Now, this is not just for yourself, this is for others who need to hear this answer too. You knew them from over 30 years, or maybe plus, or maybe less, not to be exact as such. But you have known this person for some time. You have changed. Your information that we are picking up from your body now, and your frequency and your energy that you are sending out, we can feel there is some hurt, some upset. We are tuning into your heart center. We can feel that in your body. We're aware of how you are feeling. Your energy, when we tune into the other person's energy also, we can link that up now. Yes, like a switchboard, like old-fashioned switchboard, as in we would move energy, plug in, yes, on switchboard, your friend. You feel different. Purely as simple as you feel different. But we are also unaware, for the human mind and emotions, it's hard to accept that. When we feel different, sometimes it means that we are just thinking, feeling possibly differently. The energy that you are sending out is different, on a different frequency at this moment. Anna's used this before on radio stations, different, picking up different tunes, different stations. Just slightly different at this moment. You will come back together again. We can see this person also is fretting. They also are thinking and feeling of you. Hence hence that's why your dreams, you are picking up on how they are feeling and how you are feeling. They are doing this also. This is not the end of the relationship. It has just changed. Focus more on your needs and moving forward on your individual life and satisfying yourself in your life. The reason for this, again, then when this person steps back into your energy bubble, energy field, they can turn to you in a sense of your energies will then match up. This is not that your energy has dropped down on a different frequency and you're just picking up a different tune. It feels like them also, there has been some change within them. We are finding that they are finding it, we can feel it in their jaw, some difficulties in finding the words to express themselves. This will happen as many humans go through great changes. Remember, there is a saying, people come into your life for many reasons, a season, a lesson, a message, passing by. We do see this person will come back into your life as an individual. We can see this as we're tuning into your energy too. This is about acceptance. You are individually quite logical thinking. This is about acceptance. Learning about accepting what is at this present moment. This will be a great lesson for you individually and for those of you around you. Also to the world and those who listen to this, acceptance. That's going to be important as you move forward. If you look at the word, the frequency of acceptance, it's very important how it makes you feel as individuals. Acceptance allows you to let go and to move forward. Within that word, it's broken down into many sections. Accept. Work with this. Look at how you can accept this is where you are at this moment. On your journey and on their journey, you will honour their space with them. They will step forward, but just give them some time. This will happen to many relationships and friendships on this planet at the time because many people are going through many different changes. You are complicated, the human race. An individual is just not one person. It is like a hall of mirrors around each and every one of you because of your personalities, of who you stand next to, who you're with, who you interact with. There are many parts to you. Too complicated sometimes, too complicated. What is it? What happens when we've been born into a family? There's been some things that have happened with the family. Let's just do this as general in a sense of dysfunctional family or a toxic family or individuals that have brought something up internally within us. And you know, I've been sitting here saying with this, you know, my guides are saying at this moment it's going to be about self-care, it's about you moving forward, about taking care of yourself. And so this individual that asked the questions about, she has said that she's removed herself from the family over Christmas time to self-care because it's better, and I understand the reason why, because I can feel it. It's like, then are we dodging the lesson or what we needed to learn in the first place? And then when we move over, they're saying, no, you've got to go back and do it all over again. Oh, okay, thinking, one of my guys just turned around and said, well, what if that was the lesson? What if that was the fact that you came here to be in that toxic family, that the lesson in the sense of was that you to value yourself so much better, so much more, that you turn around and say, I'm not taking this much more, I'm stepping back. Maybe that's the lesson. Okay, so look at it like as in the sense of thinking, because if they're saying that, that looks like it is your lesson, that to know that you value yourself. Okay, thank you. Okay, your individual soul had to bear witness to some of their actions. Some of the situations that you were born into your family, some of the situations that happened to you were for you to bring you to where you are now. Through your journey, through that pain, the heartache and everything else that you bared witness to has brought you to here now. It's made you aware that your soul needed something more. That has been your lesson. Has brought your soul to this point. And then so that you then, with your offborn, they said, so your child, that you could then help that individual to move forward as well. So, okay, I understand that. So that's what can happen too, as mothers, parents, or whatever it is, by us having our offspring helps them. So whatever we have gone through, we sometimes, okay, we can overshield sometimes some of the things that the children go through, but it's that individual child needed to come into your life, I'm just being told. So that individual child needed to come into your life. And sometimes I've heard this from mothers, and also myself had loads of miscarriages, that, you know, some women who do come to me about had stillborn or have had miscarriages, that child will come to them when it's time. And maybe it's not that particular time, whatever needs to happen or whatever needs to process. So for you individually, this is what I'm being told, the lesson is in yourself, is in valuing yourself, so that you step back. That is your lesson. It's for you to look at that as well, go deeper to find out what it is that you still hold on to, because I can feel there are pockets of wounds still there, okay? And then once you look at the pockets of wounds, look at healing those pockets of wounds, will help you to move forward even more. But the moment they're just saying you have intuitively listened to what you needed. So you have done already what they wanted you to do. So well done.